thank you for coming. Before we get into the awards, I just want to recognize a few dignitaries that are here today. State Senator Julie Morrison is here, or might have just left, but we'll get back to her in a moment. I want to welcome Mayor Nancy Rodering from the Village of Highland Park. Aaron Cartwright Weinstein, our Circuit Clerk for Lake County. Our Treasurer, Holly Kim. Where's Holly? I know she's here. Oh, there you are. Thank you for signing my paycheck. Chief Judge Jay Yukina is here. Thank you, Chief. And Sheriff John Eidelberg is here as well. Thank you, Sheriff. I also want to recognize and thank a lot of people, but so if you'll just bear with me before we get into the awards. Thankfully, we have got some great businesses here in Lake County and right here in Gurnee that have been so generous. Nothing But Cakes, owner Kathy Blair, for donating those delicious cakes that are in the other room, so thank you for that. I want to thank Chick-fil-A for donating all the food, so hopefully there's some still left in the back. We also have friends of ours, special guests Jennifer, Jordan, and Julia from Designs for Dignity. Those of you that haven't been here in a few months may recognize a pretty significant change in the way this place looks on the inside, and a lot of that is because of Designs for Dignity and their donation and all the work they've done to help beautify the inside of the center. So thank you to Designs for Dignity. Speaking of beautification, the Gomez family are here. The Gomez family, sitting right over here, donate their time to help plant a lot of the flowers that you see here in the garden and a lot of flowers outside. They come here on weekends and just really go out of their way to help make this a much prettier and more inviting space for the children. So thank you to the Gomez family. Along those lines, I want to thank my mother-in-law Colette for coming and also helping to weed and things like that in the garden. I had spoken about Senator Morrison earlier, and I think she might have had to leave, but I just want to thank her. I received a call that nobody ever gets, which is it was a call from the media about a month ago saying, what do you have to say about the money that the state of Illinois is going to give to you? Again, nobody ever gets that call. And we didn't realize, but Senator Morrison had put in through the capital plan for some funding for us that we were lucky enough to receive, which will allow us to really get to the next level, to what's been our dream all along, which is to improve the center by including and enclosing the loading dock space and turning that into more office space, but most importantly, an examination room for the children. So when they come here, everything can be done on site. They don't have to be sent to another facility for that physical exam. We can do everything here, which is the best practice, and it's where we need to be. And thanks for that funding and some funding from the county. We're going to be able to get there. So I just wanted to thank her especially for that. I want to thank the Board of Directors for the Children's Advocacy Center and also the Lake County Children's Advocacy Center Friends Committee. A lot of those folks are here. A lot of those people put in a lot of their time to help keep this place up and running and to make it what it is. So thank you to the board for both the organization and the committee. I want to recognize Fred Foreman, who's here. Fred is the brains behind this whole operation. 35 plus years ago, came up with this concept that now is all over the state of Illinois and beyond. But it's fitting to have you here, Fred, because hopefully we've championed what you started and kept it going and made you proud. But thanks for coming here today. Also, I want to recognize Laura Knotson, who this facility is named after. Laura Knotson, I know, is here. There you are. Laura retired. Laura was the executive director of the Children's Advocacy Center for a few years, right, Laura? And has really, none of this would be what it is if it weren't for you and your leadership and getting us to where we are. So thank you, and it's great to see you. Okay, and then last, and we'll get into the awards, I want to thank the staff of the Children's Advocacy Center, who are all here, the attorneys, the victim advocates, Lynn, the interviewer, everybody here, Mitchell, the dog, everybody, our investigators, everybody works so hard to help us build the best possible cases we can, and they do it with compassion and they do it with dignity. It's a tough job that they do. It's hard to come to work every day and see all the horrible stuff that they see, and to take that in and internalize it. It makes it very difficult, but they do a great job, and I'm happy and lucky to have you guys. So thank you for all your hard work to all the staff. Okay, now we're going to award some people. I'm trying to go fast because it's hot and I'm in a wool suit and it's a bad combination. The Community Support Award this year is an award that we give out, obviously, as the name denotes, to people in the community that help support us in what we do. We rely very heavily on our community, and this year we're giving the award to two of our hardest working volunteers, Marilyn and Diana. If you could come up. These two women kind of brag about how their specialty is shredding and filing, but they do a lot more than that. They do everything from sitting with children and their families when they're waiting to be interviewed to helping us with just basically anything you can imagine. Any event we ever have, you're both here, and you're part of our team, you're part of our family, and on behalf of everybody at the Children's Advocacy Center, and really on behalf of everybody in Lake County, I want to thank you for all your service and for helping us, and we just want to recognize you with this fancy award here. So Diana. Thank you. This next award is our Law Enforcement Award, and am I doing this in the right order? Okay. So we rely on every police department in Lake County. There's over 40 of them that bring their cases to us, and we have the honor of working with some of the best law enforcement professionals in all of Lake County. And every year we try to recognize one or two of those folks that really step up and rise above and help us even more than everybody else does. And this year we're going to recognize two officers from Antioch Police Department, Sergeant Tom Nowotowski and Officer Audra Benarati. If they could come up. These are both outstanding investigators that have a passion for helping children. They routinely go above and beyond, not only helping us with their own cases with Antioch, but helping other officers in other departments around Lake County. And even as a side note, this fine person here made a blanket for Mitch. So it's just amazing what you guys do. So let me get this right here. This is for you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This next award is a touching one. This is our Incredible Kid Award. We're big believers in youth here at the Advocacy Center. We're very big proponents of youth supporting other youth. And this year we're going to recognize Zach Zhu with our Incredible Kid Award. And if you haven't, please read. There's a little plaque out in the lobby there about Zach Zhu and their mission and what they do. But this organization, and Zach's mother is here today, started in the memory and honor of Zach Cohen, who, when he was a young person, took it upon himself after Hurricane Katrina. He wanted to give teddy bears and stuffed animals to young people that had been affected by that tragedy, and he raised funds and was able to collect 10,000 stuffed animals to give out to those kids. He tragically passed away, and his family has taken on that torch with Zach Zhu, and they have helped us by donating hundreds and actually over 1,000 stuffed animals. We actually got some more today. Those bears that you see in Mitch's office, those all go out to the children that come here. So we just can't thank you enough. They don't just help us here, they help other law enforcement agencies and first responders when they're at the scene to give those firefighters and police officers a stuffed animal that they could give to a child in crisis. That really goes a long way to helping people, and we just want to thank you and recognize you. This next award is the Mitchell Award. Mitchell is around here somewhere. He's a celebrity. We honor somebody every year on behalf of Mitchell, and this year we are going to honor the Grays Lake Animal Hospital, and they have some folks here. The Grays Lake Animal Hospital generously, every year they've donated their services to Mitchell. There's not been a situation that we haven't been able to call them and get him in right away. They treat him with so much care, and they do it free of charge. I know we got to get him to lose a little weight, so we're working on that. Me too. But we really appreciate all you've done, so thank you. This last award I'm going to get in trouble for, but this is an award. It's Fred Foreman Award we give out every year to honor somebody that has really done a lot for the Advocacy Center. We try very hard, and it's really our motto not to give ourselves awards and not to recognize ourselves. We want this to be about the community. But I think sometimes extraordinary circumstances come to play when it does warrant us recognizing one of our own. So this year, and again, I'm about to get in trouble, so I'm going to be leaving as soon as I give out this award out the back door. But this year, we're giving it to Carrie Flanagan. So just to spread the blame so I don't get in trouble all by myself, I want to just read some lines from an email that was sent to me by Victor O'Block, who's the chief of the Specialized Victims Unit. And he says, I can't think of anybody who's made more positive changes to the Ad Center in the past in the services that we now provide, from fundraising, initiating the MDT, all the way up to and including weekends that Carrie and her husband spent here painting and reorganizing furniture and doing whatever needs to be done. Vic ends his email saying, I can't think of anybody more deserving than Carrie. I agree, and I think everybody in this space and beyond that knows this center and what we've done and where we've come would certainly agree. So with that, you can be mad at all of us, and I'm going to give this award to you, Carrie. Congratulations. Okay, that's all I got. Go back in, enjoy the air conditioning and the food, and thank you for coming here, and please enjoy the open house. Thank you.